This is live breaking news, everybody. I just came across a brand new video that has been unearthed. It's from a couple of weeks ago showing the leftist activist agitator who brought a firearm and two, not one, but two loaded magazines to, what did the left say? To peacefully protest. Because that's what you do when you want to peacefully protest. You bring full armored weaponry. That's what you do. And they've made him a martyr. Now, if I would highly recommend, I'm going to show you this video, but if you missed the video where we had the country's top self-defense legal expert who broke down the entire video step by step, go watch that video too. I'll leave it in the pinned comment. I'll also leave it in the description down below. You gotta go check that out because it literally, it pains me to see our law enforcement officers. It pains me to see these celebrity actors who I used to actually like. Edward Norton now saying there needs to be an economic shutdown. You know, De Niro's been in a bunch of my favorite films. Springsteen, I liked Nebraska. It was a great album. I'm never listening to another bar that you ever produce or have produced ever again, especially after this POS Springsteen just wrote a brand new anti-ICE song. This is the guy who's supposed to be born in the USA, all-American, middle-class hero, the boss, just wrote an anti-ICE song. And now, without knowing anything, and you've got the WNBA and the NBA, these entitled millionaires, a moment of silence for this creep who attacked law enforcement officers. They go spreading lies about our hardworking law enforcement officers who are risking their lives, jeopardizing their families, getting doxxed. Attacks on them are up 18,000%. And you millionaires, you entitled, lucky, you should be thanking you luck your stars, millionaire trillionaires. All you do is play a child's game and you're defaming our law enforcement officers. I'm going to show you that and a whole lot more. This ridiculous, crazy DA in Philadelphia talking about, going like this is the Nuremberg trials, which is nuts. But look at what E. Jean Carroll just posted. This is what they're doing. This is what E. Jean Carroll just posted. Friday, national shutdown. No work, no school, no shopping. What, excuse me. Why are you doing this again? Because we don't like when criminals, are taken off the streets. We like criminals. We like crime. We like our cities in turmoil and bedlam. We like fires. We like buildings burning down. We like criminals running free, committing heinous acts on boys and girls just trying to go to school and people just trying to follow the law. That's what we like. Excuse me. So you want to shut down the entire country over criminals, illegals who have committed, these are like some of the worst of the worst. These are people who have done things to children. These are people who have done the most heinous scum of the earth. That's why you're doing this? Yeah, and also we wanna prop up Renee Good. We're doing this for Renee Good and Alex Pretti. Well, why Renee Good? Because she was simply trying to wave people, and she was simply trying to get a. Well, no. Did you know that the officer who's just doing his job, who's making sure that our American streets are clean and safe, he went to the hospital because of internal bleeding? No, but that wasn't because, what was that because of? He was trying to get her out of the scene. He was trying to record to make sure that she can't get away with this again. All new evidence came out. She tried to block traffic for 45 minutes. She was dancing in her car, and then she tried to run over a law enforcement officer. That's why you want to shut down the country? Well, also, what about Alex Pretti? Well, Alex Pretti had a firearm on him. Alex Pretti injected himself, interfered with law enforcement officers. These guys shouldn't be anywhere near. Alex Pretti was violent, shoving, pushing ICE agents. And this new video that just got unearthed is going to dispel all the notions that these two are heroes at all. Okay, maybe I'll think about it. Shut up and sit down. Okay, before I show the Alex Pretti video, and I'm kind of delaying this on purpose, and I'll tell you why. I'm just going to be completely transparent because they will take this video down if I show anything that's even resembling a hint of violence or anything, but I want to show the whole video. I want to show it transparently. So I have to wait a little bit. So I have a couple of things I want to share with you really fast. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Just stick around. So one of my heroes is a Gen Xer, Molly Ringwald. She sides with criminals. She was in 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club. I mean, tons of movies I grew up watching. If you're a Gen Xer, let me know in the comments down below. You're not going to believe what she just posted. Watch.
I don't spend a lot of time doing this, talking to you like this, unless I'm, I don't know, recommending a foundation or telling you to get your kids vaccinated against meningitis. But I feel like I can't stay silent, and neither should you. There's something horrible going on in our country right now. And we have one of the greatest countries in the world. And I've always been so proud to be an American. But right now, this is a fascist government. It's not becoming a fascist government. It is a fascist government.
I can't play anymore. It's like 5 minutes long. I can't play it. It's absolutely deranged. We have a Holly weirdo cult cabal, worshiping demon culture in Holly weirdo that has been inflicted with maybe the worst case of TDS I've ever seen. Glenn Close. These are all actors. Do you guys have a single molecule of critical thought in your entire anatomy? Do you at least say, you know what, instead of just watching MS, I feel like they literally have a tube that just gets injected into their forehead, and MSNBC and CNN are just, pumping them full of just pure toxic porridge. Like, I just don't get it. You don't look at both sides. Like, this is what critical thinking is. You look at both sides. Okay, these guys are doing this. These guys are doing this. These guys are saying this. These guys are saying this. You look at everything from both sides, and then you critically look at it objectively, and you come up with some kind of summation that makes sense. You're not always going to be right. You're not always going to be on point, but you're going to come a lot closer than just like, look, it's always in the eyes. I don't do this unless, and she happens to throw in, I do foundations and charities. You're such a vile, empty, vapid. But you know what? I have to play this too. Before I show the pretty video, I have to play this too. Not all of Holly Weirdo has lost their mind. Nicki Minaj is pretty badass, and she just stunned all of her haters by saying this at the Trump account's press conference today. Watch.
Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work. Okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen.
You know how you can tell somebody who's not a radical leftist lunatic, somebody who's successful, somebody who has a job, somebody who loves their country, somebody who believes in God, somebody who follows the law? I've said this many, many times. I'm not right or left. I love America. I'm just a normal dude who loves his country, who's trying to raise his family, who understand, very cognizant that I live in the greatest country man has ever known. If I had to identify myself, I'd say I'm probably a constitutional centrist, if anything, even though I don't like labels. But I should say this. I'm not right, but I'm definitely not left. So I'm more like in the middle ground. But nowadays, middle ground is considered a right-wing nut job. You believe in God, you're considered a right-wing nut job. You believe in, our daughters and mothers not getting violated in gyms, locker rooms, and bathrooms, you're considered a right-wing nut job. You believe in the best person for the job and not DEI racism, you're considered a right-wing nut job. It makes no sense. How did everything get so topsy-turvy? Well, we have a lot of hypotheses on that, but I want to get to the video. Okay, here. This is a good point to do it, to where hopefully the video won't get taken down. Are you ready, Freddie? Drop a here in the comments too. Let me know that it's still up. Just say here. And ladies and gentlemen, here is the new footage. Holy macadamia nut. This is the new footage showing Alex Pretti. I give full credit to the news media. Watch him as he's attacking and spitting on federal agents in Minneapolis. This was just last week. Watch.
This is a moment the news movement filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Pretti interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him. Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat and he walks away. The man in our footage is wearing a similar outfit to what Pretti was wearing on the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband. Here, he continues to stand at the scene. On the day he was killed, the Department of Homeland Security claims Pretti, a 37-year-old ICU nurse, approached officers holding a handgun. That claim has been contradicted by analysis of bystander videos from multiple news investigations, which concluded that Pretti was holding a phone, not a gun, when he was pinned to the street.
So he had his gun last week and weeks ago. How many times? God knows. There's also, and I can't confirm this or really deny it, there's also reports that Pretti was a real active member of these threads, these signal chats, which what was their sole purpose? To identify where ICE was, to go after them, to violently, abrasively, aggressively interject yourself and try to stop them. And what are they trying to stop them from doing? They're trying to stop them from ridding our country of the criminal illegals who are led into this country by the vegetable in chief Joe Biden and the worst DEI political pick of all time, the fake borders are Kamala, the Ugandan Harris. Shame on you, Democrats. Shame on you, Stephen Colbert. Shame on you, Jimmy Kimmel, Ben Stiller. Shame on Holly Weirdos, Clooney, Obama, Clinton, and your pathetic statements. This is your hero? This is their George Floyd 2.0 moment. They also elevated that guy too, who was a criminal, multiple offender. The video with Chauvin and everything. Yeah, that was awful. That was awful. I'll admit that. But to elevate that and to burn down every single city, to turn Portland, to turn Denver, to turn Minnesota, Los Angeles, DC, Detroit into absolute anarchy is not the answer. These are people who are just looking for excuses to just cause trouble. When Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul, was brutally taken from us, what did we do? Did we riot? Did we burn? Did we protest the streets? Did we go after congressmen? Did we go after politicians? Did we burn our cities down, burn our businesses down? No. We doubled up in our faith We doubled up on our mission. We had vigils. We got together as community. We were there for each other. We loved one another. We prayed with one another. There's something wrong. There's something deeply wrong here, America. Make sure Trump sees this. Make sure the DHS, make sure everybody, ICE, make sure the FBI, Patel, Pam Bondi, make sure they see this. Tap the thumbs up. I can't wait to get your comments on this. Share this with everybody. I look forward to seeing you. But make sure you check out these videos too. I published this really just a couple hours ago. Go check that one out too. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.